Guys, welcome back to SeatStory Cup. Artosis, Alesh, and Gara here. Gara, I'm so sorry. That was...
Never lucky, baby rage.
Ripping pepperonis.
I had a quick question. I was actually watching that whole match. Do you play Muster in that deck, in that Paladin deck?
Yeah, I think it was 2 copies of it in my deck. I
2 copies, not just like a 1
copies.
copy?
I triple checked before the game.
Okay.
And also...
And
Do you
True
play
Silver
Owl? Do
Champion
you play
also.
Owl?
Yeah, I do.
Equality?
Equality as well. True Silvers as well.
I did
Even
see
though
the
it-
equality.
Oh, he played it. I missed that
After
one.
you drew a bunch of cards and didn't have mana to...
Oh, okay. He didn't have mana to play it.
Yeah. But anyways, before we start this next match, poor Gara, let's go ahead and take a look at the Take TV page. We want to talk about some of the stuff going on with these sponsors that are pretty awesome. This is where you should be watching it anyways. It's a beautiful page. Scroll down, check out Kingwin, and click on it. All right, and now what you're looking for here is Amaz with a sombrero on, basically. You just click around, find it, save the link. The link is up there. That's where your link is if you use Chrome. If you don't use Chrome, what are
Who
you
doesn't?
actually using?
Opera.
Internet Explorer.
Opera. Yeah,
Internet
you're using
Explorer.
Opera.
What?
God,
It's good
this
stuff.
is not 2002. No one uses Opera anymore.
Mozilla Firefox. Some people still use Mozilla.
Okay, some people do. That's really weird.
Mozilla is
still.
actually decent, yeah.
Yeah, it's decent. But anyways, go to facebook.com/TakeTV and scroll down here. Okay, you scroll down. There's some funny things. This is the type of thing you're looking for. See those? And then you can just click on here and submit it, and you can win some really cool stuff. So definitely go check that out and try to win.
Easy.
Yeah.
What can you win, though?
You win €20 balance or Hearthstone card packs.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it quite is. You can maybe open up some golden musters or something like that.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
your
if
card
you
packs.
if you miss them in your deck or something, right, Gara? Right?
Yeah.
Who doesn't need cards?
So the next match is gonna be Amaz versus Thijs, if I'm correct, right? It's gonna be
That
the
is
final
correct.
match of
Yeah.
this group.
Yeah, and then we'll be moving on to the second half of today, which will be the last 2 groups of the round of
Yep.
32. But only one of these guys will be moving on. 2 of the big favorites of the tournament out of this group of death. So
This group is really stacked.
Yeah, I looked at it. I originally did think it was a group of death, and I did not even think that Ignite would get out, let alone crush the group.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean, like Ignite was preparing. Like he told me, like I'm his roommate in a hotel. He told me that he was preparing, but he wasn't really testing. He just brought a really good strategy of one of his really good friends that he was crashing ESL with it and stuff like that. And it seems like it's working for him. He just like straight up has a deck list, like deck builds for a hunter. He just like counters the hunter just with all of his decks, and he feels like that's a good way to go.
Just that nobody in the group played Hunter.
Yeah, that's the thing.
still
That's
get
the
out in
thing.
first place. That's how good of a strategy.
That's how
it
good
is.
strategy it is.
No, actually, he said himself that he was lucky. Like he noticed, like he drew really well in all
And
his
the
games.
brawls for Antonidas.
Oh God, just craziness. Crip was actually calling all of that. Every time bad things happen, he was like, "Watch this, watch," and then he would name the terrible thing that was going to happen to one player.
That's sad.
Now, speaking of this matchup, right? Okay, so we have Thijs with Druid Mage, Paladin, Warlock, and Amaz with Druid Mage, Warlock, Warrior. So, Warrior, Paladin, the only difference. Who takes this match, though?
I mean, it depends on bans as well. But
The guy with the better draws, I guess. That's how I felt.
Where's that salt shaker on the screen?
I feel like Amaz's Warrior doesn't really do much against the whole Thijs' lineup, which could be a really good advantage for Thijs, I feel like. But it's like only thing I really see.
What was interesting that against me, Thijs banned Paladin, and Amaz doesn't have Paladin, so I wonder. Which is also interesting because Paladin was for a long time Amaz's main deck, like the last 2 months, like on ladder as well. So it's interesting that he didn't even brought it.
I think this is the first time we're seeing Warlock from either of them, but they're both going to be going Warlock, guys.
Yeah, no Warlock ban this time.
Yeah. I expect Thijs to run just classic
Oh
handlock.
my god.
He really likes
Yeah,
handlock.
Thijs' Pally is banned.
And is this a zoo?
Maybe because he's using Sixto's account, it was like already pre-made.
He looked at it, he's like, oh yeah, that looks pretty
I'm
good.
gonna use that one.
I'm just gonna use that one. So Zoo, we haven't seen Zoo for a while in competitive Hearthstone. I feel like the deck was quite not as good as it used to be because of all the Belchers, that kind of stuff. Masters for Battles, those cards kind of were stomping Zoo.
But that open is like the absolute dream.
Definitely.
Flame Imp into coin, Flame Imp. Take 6 damage, but you have freaking...
Oh, the silence on fire.
It's a good move.
Yeah, that's like one of the best moves you can do right there.
There you can see how much he's pressured.
Mm-hmm.
Like usually you save the silence for all the Death Rattle minions.
And it
Like
looks like
egg or
it's-
whatever.
Looks like it's just Demon Lock, so probably no Molten Giants.
I feel like this might still be
Yeah,
just like handlock with
no Mountain Giants.
with no Mountain Giants. No Mountain Giants. You just still play Twilight Drakes, Moltens, and you just play Void Colors with Mal'Ganis.
But the sick thing about Amaz hand is that he has the double power whelming, so he can clear the first big threat.
Yeah.
That's actually a really big deal.
Not only just that, but he can also just like do burst damage from nowhere, which is pretty important as well. Like you just
No. He can play around Moltens and then OTK him.
yeah, exactly. That's just so good.
Uh-oh. Speaking of Moltens,
Speaking of
Oh,
Moltens,
wow,
right
that's-
here.
if he attacks with all this, he's going to be in trouble.
So what is actually
Everything-
interesting? Isn't this lethal? It is lethal, right? Knife Juggler into power roaming, and it's lethal.
8.
You just power roaming
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
spider, and it's lethal.
Okay, so that's 8, 11, 12,
Oh yeah,
13,
that's lethal. No, he
14.
doesn't
No,
see
no,
it.
no, he doesn't
see it.
He doesn't
Oh,
see
that
it.
was a miss lethal. Oh, damn.
Yeah, the spiders will proc.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the spiders
yeah.
will proc with
But
the...
That's 2, 3, 6, 7, plus 8, 15. That would have been 1 off lethal.
well, no.
No, you attack with the spider, it has 1 attack.
Yeah, it is one attack as well.
No, I know.
So it's 8 plus
5 plus 8.
It's
13.
30. Oh, yeah.
Plus
Plus
2
2
is
oh, okay,
15.
okay.
It was
You got me there.
Yeah,
Look at these pros
Oh,
missing
man.
lethal, man.
I was
God, is
caught
there
up.
still time for me to
I was-
register for this tournament?
I was caught up by
I got through groups.
Like-
No, I mean, I'm just quick thinking. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Just off lethal.
I
He'll
was-
get it next
I
turn.
was about to say, without them, the not miss lethal, is it really depends on this turn for how much damage he pushes, right?
Mhm.
Because he has the double Moltens and that's his comeback play. So he went to 13 and it looks like...
And he got him just right.
Yeah.
And, I mean, playing taunt. He's dead now. That's it. It's over.
Yeah.
Sick game.
He can, yeah.
Well, this is how I remember Zoo. Why are people not playing Zoo? There's the
mean-
question.
Like this always was the case like in this matchup because usually Handlock has answers. They have Shadow Flame or Hellfire or some kind of answer, and just Dice didn't draw it. So if you don't draw it, this matchup was always like this.
Yeah.
So you'll see the double power roaming and burst damage.
That is
real.
actually very interesting that we saw this next card, what he drew. He drew a Void
Oh,
Caller.
wow.
Yeah. So it's like normal hand. No, wait. Oh, it's from.
No, that's from the Zoo.
It's from
the Zoo deck.
yeah.
So I guess,
That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
yeah.
And
I
he
guess
didn't
that's
show
just
it.
for his Doom Guards, right? So
Maybe he has more, right?
Yeah,
You don't
maybe
know.
he has more. Maybe he has
Think
like
he has
Mal'Ganis
Mal'Ganis.
in it with implosions. Maybe.
It's cool.
a Zoo deck with Mal'Ganis.
Yeah, and implosions with
I think we're talking about Demon Lock with Flame Imps is
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
Demon Lock, yeah, probably. Okay, so we won't see any more Zoo at least. That's
Yeah.
out of the way.
Tice right now is like, oh my god, I can't believe it was Zoo.
I think so too. Like, I don't think I would expect Zoo at the moment. So
That's-
that's why this is actually good for him right now. But in future for Amaz, like for top 16, if he gets there, it's gonna be less advantage. Because now people actually mulligan into
Yeah,
those
yeah.
AOEs
It
and
it
kind
might
of stuff.
not be because we can change the decks for later on. So he might have just brought Zoo for the group stages for the surprise
yeah,
factor.
yeah. Speaking of which, you think with the gang boss, we're going to see more Zoo decks now,
Oh yeah,
right?
oh yeah.
Definitely. I think the
He
people
seems
who,
pretty crazy.
yeah.
EU rank 1 legendary is playing Zoo right now. Not kidding.
That's like generally the case. Is someone's like, look at my new Zoo deck. It's 2 cards different from
No,
the
like
last Zoo deck.
now, who I don't remember who it is right now, but he's rank 1 legendary EU,
Did he,
and he plays.
did he
Zoo.
just climb because I played with RDU earlier to rank 1 EU?
Yeah, I think he played like it yesterday. So maybe.
Where's RDU? He has to
took
get back
from
on
him,
it.
Maybe.
Yeah, we just crushed with Max
Like a few hours ago.
to rank 1. Yeah.
Okay,
This
so maybe he
morning,
took it
RDU
from him.
hit
Maybe
1.
he took it from him, but like so he more probably has like rank 2 then. Oh. So yeah, so.
Well, only rank 2. Do I really even want to play
Oh
the deck?
yeah, like rank 2 legendary.
It's not so
whatever.
good.
Hey, who remembers rank 2, right?
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
That's only 40 points. Like 40 points
Yeah.
for BlizzCon.
That's
Jeez.
nothing. How many points do you need to get into BlizzCon, do you think?
5.
Someone did. Well, minimum 5, but how many is going to be like the qual that gets you 2 up,
I
do you
like
think? Someone has to have done the math.
2 something,
200 something?
250 something like
Okay.
that. I would expect.
Yeah, only top 10 has like a really big advantage.
Yeah.
Top 10 in points.
All right, looks like Tice going to be bringing his mage this time, going up against Druid.
Yeah, that was like a good pick.
Yeah.
This is really good for Thijs because this matchup is really favorite for him.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wants this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants the mad scientist.
Yeah,
Good card.
Mad Scientist with the mirror entities, that's like what Druid's just like dying to, straight
Yeah.
up.
But on the other side, we see an innovate that's already very good.
Not if it's the only card.
No, if but it's
And
Monty,
it doesn't
the
look like
only
he's
card.
drawn any more mana. Oh!
That's interesting.
that works.
Yeah, that works. And the swipe is actually not that great against Mech Mage, but it's still some kind of removal.
Mm.
His hand is very slow for a mech mage.
You know, Mech Warper. He's not that good at this game. He didn't draw Mech Warper.
Yeah. Outplayed.
That's all right though because he's playing against a Druid deck.
Yeah,
That's-
and
that's
Amaz is not as good as as well either because he didn't draw into Valgrowth. So those players kind of lack some skill, Kappa.
Well, I like that they've kind of slowed the game down for us so we can enjoy it more. Because that first game was actually like a
Pretty fast.
piece of crap. Like I was just getting warmed up and looking at what the cards were, remembering what Zudek's have in them, and then he died.
True. So the turn 3 Belcher is pretty decent. He's gonna be followed probably by Shredder. But the question here is if Thijs decides to actually destroy his own Mad Scientist just to get the that secret out.
Probably because
Yeah.
I like it.
It would make sense because I mean, since he played this, he doesn't have something like really crappy and weak, right?
and he has to damage the Belcher anyways somehow to kill it with the Yeti.
Yeah, and like there's no point for you to risk like Keeper of the Grove, to silence your Mad Scientist. That would be pretty bad for you. So might as well just get it.
And that's the way how he will get tempo back. And as we can see, he doesn't have like a crappy minion to play, so he has the tempo back soon after this turn.
So I mean, he can just like Shredder, kill the Shredder, get a Doomsayer. So you will be the one who has minions after the Doomsayer. I mean, I got Doomsayer twice in this tournament already from my Shredder. So
Are you serious?
I'm
Because I've
serious.
been looking for that.
Twice
the
in a
Beast
row,
stream
twice
had all
in a
the
row.
fun stuff. Like seriously. Did you need it or did it?
No, I actually screwed me over. It screwed me over hardcore. So I
Amaz-
still won the game.
Amaz got the Pagel against me and drew every turn.
Yes. He drew 3 times right in a row, and then he like beat you with the last card. It was like
Just one of the few things that happened.
Classic Hearthstone. So here from Thijs, we see that he has some options. He can go like for Blast Mage. He can go for
Blast Mage. looks
Blast
good.
Mage seems pretty good. I would probably just kill the Belcher whole Belcher, and then just Blast Mage. Hopefully
Yeah.
you hit the Shredder 3 times.
Yeah, you try to keep the Shredders alive as long as possible.
Definitely.
I gotta ask you, Gara, between these two, which of these players is the luckier today? Because they
Wow.
both beat you, right? Which one is it?
That's pretty close. Like that's really close. I think, yeah, because Thijs was like unlucky in the game against Ignite. Like when in his Druid games he drew really poorly.
Yeah.
So
you
I guess
mean-
Amaz is slightly luckier.
So you mean Amaz was luckier with his brawl and surviving Ignite's
Yeah.
Antonidas?
Okay. Touche. They both used up their bad luck against Ignite, but they're like recharged against me.
Okay, I see. Powered up against you.
Okay, every bad RNG counts, so this one counts as well. The 1/1.
Wait, did he have a web spinner out?
No.
No, it was from the Shredder.
From the Shredder.
Oh, okay.
It's a 2-drop.
This card I only remember from web spinners. So
I see.
It's a
Captain
2-drop.
Parrot.
It's the worst card you can get.
So I'm asking go for like Asian of Floor draw, but that's kind of bad for you since you lose quite a lot of tempo. But I feel like that's still the play, right?
Yeah.
If might decide for like swipe or something, but I just think you need the cards. You need some good cards.
And afterwards you can still swipe.
Exactly.
Like he will trade something in. He will probably trade the Shredder and ping it. That's like the most likely play. And play something for 3 mana. Yeah, he has something. He will play the Tinker Technician and ping. But first you trade to see if you get like a Doomsayer.
you always got to check.
But
for
it's
that Doomsayer.
50-50. It can be Mana Vermin, then he can't play the Technician. But
I
then
think
you
this
can
is the
mirror
blast
entity.
mage again, right? Here from Thijs, probably just like hit one, then blast mage.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah,
so.
that's. Yeah, but
Unless you get really unlucky.
then you probably trade the shredder. Or
Yeah, shredder. You just want to keep as
That
many
was a
minions on
test.
board.
Isn't it better to trade the Yeti then? Because if you get the Doomsayer, you just screw yourself over. I mean, I would trade the Yeti, man. Just because of experience,
Experience.
luck experience.
The way things have gone for you today.
All right, if this is like a,
If that is,
It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
a Doomsayer.
all right.
he has been out all day today.
Hey,
This
do you-
guy, what's?
But this guy's not even bad. Like it's
No,
pretty
he's
good.
good.
It's pretty good
Yeah,
minion.
yeah.
He actually made a lot of funny trades earlier when he popped out of his
Yeah, yeah,
shred. He
I
was like giving Cabal Shadow
Yeah,
Priest
yeah,
enough to kill the Belcher. Was that your Belcher?
Yeah, that was my.
Yeah,
I stole it to buff it so I can trade with the Belcher. You stuffed the 4-2, right?
I actually kind of like the stealth for the Yeti right now. You just kind of play around this, around the swipe a little
No,
bit.
that doesn't work.
He can't finicky cloak field himself.
He tried.
Imagine if that worked and we're like, oh my god, no one ever
No
tried
need,
that
little
before.
boy.
That is
so you
so
have
sick.
a combo. So good for you.
And then you become a rogue.
Hidden in the shadows.
So that is really bad. He wants to kill the Yeti really badly.
Yeah, that's why I really like the stealth there, because he could just get protected from swipe.
It is still a decent play.
Definitely. So right now, Thijs, the Pilot Sky Golem isn't bad at all. Question is it worth it? I mean, you can just push for damage with Enerotron and Tinkertown Technician, and you can even maybe play an Entity, to be honest, if you feel like it.
I wouldn't mind Mirror Entity here.
Mm-hmm.
He obviously doesn't have any little cheap, crappy
Yeah.
minions to play.
And it's gonna be turn 7, so
Yeah.
most likely something like Doctor Boom. You deny Doctor Boom, you deny Lore,
Mhm.
that kind of big stuff. So the Entity would be pretty sick as well here.
But he would get punished by swipe.
Mm-hmm.
Not if he plays an Oetron.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like a better play.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
hedge
that's
right
a
there.
better play.
Pushes for damage. Just needs to top take a couple of fireballs and that's it.
Hey, one more turn, he can BGH this Yeti.
Oh, sweet.
The value. So here we see that Amaz doesn't really have a good play. Swipe is probably the best because that way he doesn't need to play minions, which he doesn't really want to with the mirror entity up there. And
And at this point, you're also afraid of dying. You're down to
Mhm.
14 life. It's like a very bad spot. He's like fighting from behind.
that's the whole story of like Druid versus Mech Mage matchup. I feel like, unless you play Rag, and you play Rag early on and he doesn't have response to it, this match usually ends up like this. You just play from behind the whole game,
Yeah.
and then you just lose because they just overswarm you.
And a lot, like most druid players cut the zombie chow, so you'd have like nothing small to play.
Yeah.
Most druid decks started with the shredder.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of Druids also cut Kazan Mystic lately,
Yeah.
which makes this matchup even worse.
Like mages seem to be for the last few weeks like the kind of the deck to beat in
Deck to
almost everywhere.
Yeah.
I actually thought coming in that we'd see more freeze mages, but it seems like
Yeah.
the mech mages are just carving through all these druids so hard.
It's a smart thing to do, right? Because Druid kind of got buff up with the Emperor, so you at least got some stuff to beat the Druid with. So the Doctor
Oh,
Boom
man.
coming up on the board, and I don't.
And a fireball in hand.
Yeah,
Two boom
exactly.
bots. So the boom bots do 8, and the fireball does 6, and that is that's 14.
Are you counting already with 8? You're counting already with 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course,
8
what?
phase.
Those are boom bots.
There's a boom bots. Okay, sure.
Amaz knows he's counting 8 right now.
Do you know that we call, like, I don't know if you catched it, we call it Dr. GG because when you play this card on curve, you win the game.
Yeah, yeah. I've totally noticed this. I didn't hear about Dr. GG, but like he comes out on 7 mana so often. I don't even understand how that happens that often.
And like it's pretty funny because like people just draw it on turn 7.
Things like Dr. Boom turn 7, Muster on turn 3. These are the types of plays that win
yeah.
in tournaments.
Yep, totally.
True. Like Master into Coin Quartermaster, just
Oh god.
have fun, man. So this is gonna be Riddleclaw in charge. I really like this because he knows the entities there, so you might as well just get rid of that. I think
Savage Roar, right?
Savage Roar.
That is.
No, he
should think-
can't. I mean, I don't think.
What does Savage Roar do?
Yeah, like if
kill-
you play Savage Roar, you have to tank the Doctor Boom with phase,
Yeah.
which doesn't help you. So I don't
Why?
think
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
he-
that's
yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
Yeah, he lost. Like
he pretty much
Yeah.
lost here.
he just.
I mean, he tries to kill that. I would
That's-
probably maybe try to hit the bomb, just for a chance that it might hit the Druid of the Claw, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's like.
Well,
It was kind of to be expected.
yeah. That's a good matchup.
So the mage is gone.
Yep, and that means that Druid and Warrior left for Amaz here, and Warlock and Druid left for Tice.
So, yeah, the Warrior, I feel like now it's completely useless for Amaz, right? Like, you have Warrior versus Warlock, which is not a great matchup because it's Handlock. I feel like Handlock is 60% favorite, would say, and Druid is the same thing, maybe even more. So, Amaz is gonna have a really hard time winning this whole match. Like, he
Yeah.
will have to win one really hard matchup. And then the Druid is really favorite against Warlock. Not really, but it's favorite against Warlock usually, if it's not a Zoo. And then you have 50-50.
So we're going with Tice here.
Yeah, I would say it's Dice.
All right. See what they end up picking out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, either one of these guys definitely one that could win the tournament.
Definitely.
Now that Gara has been taken care of.
Yeah. I think that Warrior can still beat those two decks.
Oh, like, yeah, he can beat those decks, like,
It's not-
definitely. But, like, it's hard. It's hard to beat those decks. That's what I mean.
I mean, it would be worse if the Druid would be left for Tice against his Warrior.
Mm-hmm.
It was like the worst deck.
Yeah. So now we see the matchup of Druid versus Warlock, which Amaz is probably happy about this, because now this means that this is favorite matchup for Amaz. So if he wins this, he'll have 2 chances with his Warrior to
Yeah.
beat those like matchups, which gives your odds like quite higher, straight from the point.
Oh, certainly.
So Innervate already in Amaz's
Wait,
hand.
Tice doesn't have mage left.
No, Druid.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, the mage
yeah,
was
Druid.
banned. He has Druid.
Druid.
Yeah. And the mage already won there, so Druid's
Yeah.
left.
So that's actually bad for Amaz.
Yeah.
Like really bad.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I meant.
These guys really take their time on mulligans.
Alright.
Ooh, he's so good. Wild Growth and Innervate.
Wow. Yeah.
He's so good. Damn.
That's exactly what you wanna like.
I mean, here now he can even like Innervate Shade into Wild Growth into Shredder, which makes your Shade gives him one more stat. Usually, you pretty much like waste Innervate, but you still have a coin, so you just waste 1 mana, which is not big of a deal. But he decided just go to in a coin, just keeps the Innervate.
I like it. It's a
Yeah.
nice little curve we see here.
I mean, it's also like in some matchups, it's better against, like, for example, against Hunter. I would rather go Innervate Shade, but against Handlock, it doesn't really matter because if you Innervate Shade, you still die to Hellfire turn 4. But if
No, you don't.
you do,
They have coin, right?
you do, because he's gonna have 3 mana. Then you get he has a coin. No,
No. If you innovate Shade, it doesn't die to Hellfire. If you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
innovate it out, it dies to Hellfire.
and then I would still I would then Innervate Shade. I think then.
Yeah. It's very good against Handlock. Because you don't die to Hellfire.
Well, he has
Well,
Shadow.
That's pretty good.
Shadow Flame, so.
That is,
fun.
that's actually really good.
Yeah, I mean, I would just Shadow Flame
I would
that.
just
Screw
Shadow
it.
Flame too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like thinking about it. If it's
You're gonna
worth
mess around with
anything
those?
else, like you can owl your Watcher or something like that. But I don't
Yeah,
really see the
If he
point.
plays Void Collar, he doesn't have like a demon yet.
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah.
like,
Risking him to actually kill that, and then if he kills it, you're kind of sad.
and
Well.
if he kills the Watcher next turn, he can't kill the Shade anymore.
Oh, wow. I guess he is going to owl.
He's gonna owl then, I guess.
Maybe he's owling the Shredder.
Might be.
Be greedy with the Shadow Flame.
He's going to turn that thing into a Kazan Mystic.
Kills on Mystic for 4 mana. Classic.
So if he plays Lotep here, the shade is safe.
Oh yeah, the Lotep seems really really strong here.
And then he would get punished by the greedy play.
You can just also kill the owl just with the shredder. There's no really point of just doing the 4 damage right
Yeah,
now.
and he can't Mortal
Yeah.
Coil as well.
Exactly,
So,
he
so
can't
you're playing
Mortal
around
Coil.
Shadow Flame and you're playing around Mortal Coil.
Oh
so,
wow. Yeah.
So Lotep is the play.
really really strong.
Maybe you can also like hero power, like innovate hero power. You
Mhm.
can push for 4 damage, and you don't die to Mortal Coil next turn.
But
Because
then the
what-
thing is, if you're a good druid, you will just next turn you will just draw Force of Nature, and turn 7 you will draw Savage Roar. So you
Alright.
keep that innovate for that combo turn 7. You
Oh.
know?
Okay, I see. Oh, he just decided to push, so
I'll
he
go
will just
face.
draw Savage Roar next turn.
That makes sense to you.
If the innovates well. He got me. So now he's like, why didn't I Shadow Flame last turn?
Yeah, he feels sad about it right now. Then you just, I guess, are you forced to maybe Antique Healbot?
Yes.
Just get your health up?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
you
think
certainly
so.
are.
totally are.
Yeah.
And that's not what you want to do.
And then you still leave 14 damage on board. If there's Savage Roar, even if you heal, yeah, you survive.
26.
Yeah, you survive, right?
Would you consider running the owl into something just to make sure it doesn't die off, so that your Shadow Flame is a bit better?
Into the lower tab probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can still
Shadow Flame.
Yeah.
And Mortal Coil the 5 shade.
Yeah. So otherwise, if you hero powers, you're like, oh,
Yeah.
no clear.
Oh, clear.
And he doesn't have Molten Giants or
Oh, wow.
anything. Wow. I guess...
Lotep is decent too, because then he cannot Savage Roar. So
Yeah,
you're kind
that's-
of being protected from Savage Roar as well.
And you have a stronger board, but
Mm-hmm.
never mind.
Huh.
He
Decides to Owl.
Oh, I didn't
now he
expect
can-
it like that.
not do anything else. He can live tap into a player. No.
So we see swipes in Amaz's hand, but
But you can't
question
do
is,
it.
yeah, exactly. Like you're afraid of Molten Giants. I mean, you can just hope he doesn't have it, or he just has one because you have already
Yeah,
one BGH.
I wouldn't put him on 2 Molten Giants here. I
Yeah.
think you're actually going for face here.
I think so too. Like if you want to just win this game, maybe just going face is correct here
Yeah.
because what else you do, right? Like
Alright. He has
like
one
this.
BG8, you know, if he has one
Molten Giant, you can
there's-
just clear it. Seems reasonable.
Well, that's 4 life.
That's not too good for Thijs. And Hellfire is not gonna cut it. I mean, you have to coil and then probably Antique Healbot unless you get something crazy. Ooh, that's a good draw.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
Kind-
yeah,
kind
giving
of.
the options.
sure.
So, Amaz doesn't have a lethal, right? No.
But he has
No,
a
he just has 7.
beautiful BGH in his hand. And he
How pretty is the BGH?
very, very pretty.
Well, I mean, I think you got to look at him for what he does rather than his appearance, because
I guess you BGH innovates Belcher and go face. What
Yeah.
can he do? He just played the Molten Giant. He obviously
I mean,
doesn't
you
have
can
a
play,
second
yeah,
one because he would have played it.
play the Belcher as well. Sounds good.
And then he can use also silence for pushing through damage. For me, it's always then interesting to see what can possibly, like, what can the Warlock draw to actually win the game.
Yeah.
Like, is there anything?
I mean, Power Helming would be pretty sick here. Like Power Helming,
clear
Shadow
with
Flame.
the Hellfire Dark Bomb.
Yeah, the Hellfire Dark Bomb still works. You're not dead at least, just from the appearance. He will be dead because of Keeper.
Well, that's only 3 damage, right?
But then the small slime.
Oh yeah, the little
Small
slime.
yeah, small
Oh,
slime is gonna
man.
do it. Yeah, so he decides to go for Hellfire. Makes sense. Like this is his best shot to win this game. Like, but we see that there's lethal in Amaz's hand, and that means that Amaz is gonna have 2 chances to win
Yeah.
those bad matchups, which gives him quite better odds. Like straight up.
Yeah, I mean, a couple tries with Warrior, it's definitely doable.
Yeah.
You know,
Warrior
you
is
have
a
your
strong class.
BGH at the right time, and they don't draw. You know.
Multiple tries was not enough for me.
The PJ salt.
What do you guys think for Thijs, though? Does he bring out the Warlock, or does he bring out the Druid to go against Warrior first?
I feel like I would bring out Druid just to get like. I feel like Druid is a little bit easier matchup than Warlock. So I just like to get my easy matchup out, get to know the deck a little bit better.
Yeah, I like that idea. I like, get as much intel as you can for the hard matchup.
Yeah, I
Alright.
like it.
And also probably like the focus. Like you then, if you're like, if this score is 2-2 and you have to win one more time, you like maximum focus on the last game.
Yeah.
And also you kind of make it maybe shaken off the opponent, right?
Yeah.
Like you just like,
It's like, oh crap, I was
Okay.
up and now I'm
Exactly.
tied.
like I was up 2-1, now it's 2-2. Like just one game to lose. And maybe you force your opponent to do some mistake or whatever.
Oh, I think we got a little bug here.
Yeah.
Just a moment, guys, but it looks like
Amaz's hand
Druid
is
against Warrior.
pretty decent. Amaz's hand is pretty decent. Armor Smith, Acolyte, Fire War Axe. He has some removals for those shredders early on.
That's actually almost perfect hand against Druid.
Maybe Death's Bite. One more Death's Bite.
Yeah.
And then you're good to go.
Just draw that next. It's no problem.
So we're still waiting for Thijs' hand. We'll just
we'll have
saw
that
it
in
just in a
second.
second. Yep. And let's see. Yeah, I like Thijs going with a Druid. As we said, you just get more info for the harder matchup.
All right, we'll see how he mulligans that. Shredder Lotheb 2 Ancient of Lore.
So for example, if I play Druid here, I would just straight up go for Innovate Wild Growth. Yeah.
Just throw the whole thing.
I like this. Oh, the Harrison is gonna be big.
Yeah.
Oh, you got an Innervate.
Yeah. Innovate, Harrison.
And the opponent has 2 weapons.
Savage Art is not gonna be helpful right now, but in the future, why not?
Oh,
Yeah.
Does want to go for Azadrake? Seems that way, right?
yeah?
Yeah.
He clears the
definitely
board.
He's definitely not putting out Harrison Jones right now.
Okay, so Azadrake, he's gonna do it. I like this because you establish the board early on. You might get to draw another Innovate or something like that.
Wild Growth, yeah.
Yeah, Wild Growth. Wild Growth would be sick.
2 draws
So-
to get Wild Growth.
Do you just red this, I guess, then? Just red the Acolyte, clear the board.
Yeah, and then that Fire War Axe can just fly down to kill your Drake.
Yeah, I don't think there's a better play here.
No. Seems right.
Just kill the Armor Smith first, just to lesser the amount of armor he gets. So the red comes down here, and this is probably just gonna be the Fireworks armor up. No stress for Amaz. Ooh, this is interesting. Would you go Dead Spite over this?
I don't think you Death Spite there.
Probably not. Yeah, because next turn is probably just gonna be Shredder.
Yeah.
Right, you expect Shredder. But if this was a turn, like if
One turn
Thijs
later.
would have a Wild Growth, it would be coming to turn 5.
Yeah.
I would like Dead Spite better than the Fiery War Axe.
Yeah, just a case of a Belcher or something like that. But actually, Thijs, I believe, is not playing Belchers in this build, right?
I haven't seen one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he cut those because he has Cenarius in here.
And he plays as a Drakes, yeah.
Yeah. Thijs is an aggressive Druid player, so it makes sense. He has double combo as well, so. And I think Amaz is very aware of that. Like, I think everyone's really been paying attention to what's in each other's decks.
And I feel like at this level of
And as far as
tournament-
we all know that there are no musters in Gara's Paladin deck.
Paladin. True. I feel like at this...
I have the deck to 28 cards right now. I don't know what the last 2 are, but they are not musters.
True.
I feel bad.
So Amaz's hand actually isn't that great right now. Like, you
Yes.
want weapons, but
Yes.
you don't want to have that many weapons.
He has to raffle 1 just to get more stuff. Like, you can't even Wild Growth with like nothing in hand.
Yeah, that is a pretty wonky hand right now. 4 weapons. Oh, can you
Yeah.
fix that, Lish? Actually, you gotta, on that computer for some reason, click every now and then.
What now?
Just give us a second. We'll see Amaz's hand in a sec.
This is my theme song right now.
Oh, it's a beautiful song.
Who wouldn't follow me to the end?
He plays on 602nd, right? Yeah.
Because all right, there we go.
He was thinking about this turn also very long.
Yeah, that's why we could have it on me the whole time. That's what the show's really about, right?
Yeah.
It's about that commentary guy just can play.
But that was he drew like 4 weapons. It's not really what you want to see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just rather just like slam the shield maiden or something.
Yeah,
in
and
turn
watch
6.
this. He's going to play this Harrison like he's cool. You know what's going to happen? He's going to get killed by a weapon. He thinks he's a weapon killer? No.
That's like the irony.
You can't even use the
Museum
Fire
is not
Axe.
big enough. Not that many weapons can
No,
fit in
certainly. You wouldn't even want that many. You want gore hells and stuff.
there. Oh, actually, today, yesterday, I mean, a number guy played a Blinktron against me. He got a gore hull from it.
Dude, I just saw Cholden's newest video. Did you see that one where Strife Crow, like, he played Blingtron and
Yeah.
got Gorehow, which gave him exact lethal. It was like the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Classic
I'm also in
Hearthstone.
that video.
Huh?
I'm also in that video after the Strife Group play against.
Oh, I didn't
Warrior.
finish it. There was like a minute left.
It's funny actually.
Okay, so Dr. Boom seems pretty strong here from Thijs. There's no clear answer from Maz. He can like kill it with the weapon, but that kind of hurts.
One of the many weapons.
Yeah, I think he needs to do that though. So
Yeah.
it's probably what's gonna happen. Probably
fine.
kill the bomb first as well.
I hope
Yeah,
it does 1 damage.
for face, I think.
Yeah, 1 damage face, so 1 damage armor smith works.
Oh.
That's kind of unlucky, but. Do you slam Shield Maiden here? I guess so, just for the mana efficiency.
Yeah.
So there's like a 90% chance that the Boombot will clear this Shield Maiden off.
90%.
90%.
I love it.
Okay.
Wait for it. It's gonna happen.
Oh, we see almost double combo right now. So if
Yeah.
Thijs draws into Innervate or Emperor,
He's
actually,
he's saving the Boombot for the combo.
for the
Yeah.
combo, makes sense.
He doesn't want to just kill this Shield Maiden.
Yeah, it's like I don't need to kill that this turn.
So what's the damage actually next turn if the low tap dies? I mean, yeah, if
Well, I
low
mean,
tap dies,
he has
there's
a Belcher, right? He's probably just going to, like...
yeah,
Yeah.
he's got Belcher Shredder, so there's not
Oh.
gonna be lethal there whatsoever, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, he's not gonna kill the.
He's still got plenty of stuff.
But that's the thing, like Amaz slowly runs out of his resources, which is not gonna be good news for him in later
Oh,
game.
God.
And
Okay,
this is
GG.
it. This is it. I was saying it. Like you just wait for Emperor and then you double combo, just because that's how good you are as a druid.
Yeah.
This card is
Well,
so
that I mean,
broken.
I wouldn't even look at the board state. I wouldn't look at what's in my hand. As soon as you get that Emperor, man.
Yeah, he can play attack with the Boombot to kill one of those minions.
Oh, God. So far today, Amaz has drawn every turn off of Nat Pagel. Will it happen again?
Yeah.
This is too funny. I can't believe this keeps happening.
So do you like? I guess you don't Savage, right? Like just double combo is so strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's happening. I think.
You watch. He's going to draw off this. It's going to happen. I feel it.
It's 50-50, so Amaz math is either he draws or either he draws, right? Or something like that.
I wonder what he will draw that will save him though. A shield slam would be
Brawl?
nice. Of course, shield slam.
Of course, a draw.
Yeah, there's
Of
the
course,
draw.
shield
draw.
slam. Oh,
Execute.
that's not.
That's not too bad, I guess.
But also not good enough. You have
Yeah.
to attack, execute. That sucks.
Yeah, it does.
He's thinking about just Alex Strasser, you know?
yeah, Alex Strasser opponent just. I think that's
And
actually
push for damage.
Yeah, I like this maybe.
Maybe a top deck Taskmaster.
The problem with that play is that like you still can't kill him turn after.
Will he
right?
die though? He has the Sludge Pilcher out. Double combo.
He has
to me.
double combo, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
But
no
he has
taunt there.
30 life. 28.
28, but like you keep
That's
two minions
enough,
on
right?
board.
Yeah.
That's still enough. That's still enough. I think, isn't it?
He has
Like-
a Sludge Pilcher. That's 2
Well, he hits the
taunts.
Belcher with his face, and then he hits it with one of the treants. So then he's got like 2 treants
Yeah, that's.
and these 2. And that
So that's-
Shay gets +1.
So
I'm not
that's
going to do the
8,
math, but that's lethal.
That's 8, that's 17.
12 plus 9.
That's 20. 23, 29. should be 29.
Yeah,
That should be 29.
that's absolutely insane.
Will he armor up?
Yeah, I think he Alex Strauss us. I like
Okay.
this play. Like you just push for like you don't play around the double combo. Like it's not too smart to do.
He
something
actually
like that.
did because he
Yeah.
killed the Tarzan.
Oh,
He actually
He did play. As soon as he saw the Tarzan with that many cards in hand, he's like, "Oh, I know what you're doing. I know what you're up to."
so is this lethal anyway?
no,
No, it's
No.
not. Right? No, it's not.
he just lost 9 damage. And he has 28 life. I mean, it's not that freaking strong.
If Tarzan was out one more turn, it would have been.
Rip.
Now he's hoping, please don't have a BGH. Give me a chance.
BJS is in there though.
2 mana BGH, not too bad.
It's just like Shredder, BGH, maybe something you draw. Yeah, second Shredder. Does it do it?
I've got the
Yeah,
beast
it does it. Just 2 Shredders right now.
That's
no
all right
biggie.
because he gets 2 draws next turn, so he
Yeah.
can get into something nice.
2 draws.
I mean,
You're just counting it to 100% draw from that Pagel?
That's not at Pagel. That is a 4 health Manatide total.
Oh, okay. Now I see the point. Yeah,
That's like
makes sense.
absolutely nothing. Like even the
See?
best. Oh, sweet.
True.
That is 5 draws in a row off Pagel in this tournament for Amaz. He should actually just put a Pagel into his deck.
Oh, that's just encouraging.
Remember the fight nights?
Oh my god, it was
When
so funny.
I thought
like 7 draws to 1 once.
Yeah, 7-1. Yeah, that was so hilarious.
That was so funny.
That was so funny.
Even if Brawl is dead
Yeah.
with 33 life.
I don't think this combo should exist. Like, this combo is so broken, and that's why Druid is so good in every meta.
Yeah.
Because
They're like, oh,
they don't care.
Did you not have over a huge amount of life and a taunt?
It doesn't matter.
How much do I have on my board? Like nothing? Okay, that's not a problem.
That's how I lost WCA. I was with my Paladin at 30 life and I felt safe. That was a big mistake.
I don't know why you would ever feel safe at 30 life.
Yeah. Against Druid, never.
So how much damage is that?
This is a lot of damage. I don't even know.
That's 22, 30, 38,
It's like 3 of
40,
those.
47, 50...
33 plus
55,
18 plus
55.
5. 38 plus 18. 40.
355, I think.
56 damage?
That's
56? Oh yeah, because zero power. Because zero
56,
power. He
yeah.
narrated as well. So 56, yeah.
Alright, 56 damage.
That's I mean, that's normal.
That's pretty
right?
cool.
If your
So-
max
so
health
you can-
total is 30, right?
You can kill 2 players.
I've seen warriors that have over 56
I've
health
seen it too.
before.
Yeah.
It has happened. It has happened.
Not against Druid usually.
No, certainly not.
But he had enough damage to kill 2 players.
yeah. Oh man.
Pretty
I
sick.
can't wait till they make team mode in Hearthstone. We just have a bunch of druids killing each other with that.
Yeah.
All right, so that leaves us with Warlock against Warrior.
Yeah.
I mean, this matchup is a little bit easier to win than to win against Druid, but it's still pretty. Like I think it's just like 58, 60 for Warlock. If their draws is pretty decent, usually you just play around those shield slams correctly and stuff like that. Warlock should have an edge.
Yeah, I would say Warlock has an edge. That Jiraxis card is like pretty all right. That hero power.
Yeah, it's pretty alright.
Yeah, it does okay.
The important part is that at least what Amaz has is the information that it's a handlock, right? So usually when you play against Warlock first time, you don't know. So he can keep the BGH.
Yeah.
Brawl is also really important.
And Shield Slam is pretty good card too.
Yeah.
So he has
But
like a lot of.
we have Twilight Drake in Tice's hand. I feel like that's like one of the key cards to get
Definitely.
early against Warrior.
You really want to just drop the turn for Twilight. You don't really want to do.
It's like, how do you do that 9 damage, and then he starts hitting your armor, and you like literally will not get a good shield slam off.
Exactly. And if you have like follow up of a Belcher there, like that's even better.
Oh, he does have Mountain Giant, by the way.
Not bad. Yeah. So I think we'll see just like Twilight Drake into Giant, unless he
Yeah.
draws Belcher. I think like if he draws Belcher, he might just go into Belcher. It really depends what kind of like
Well, I mean, Twilight Drake plus one
armor
less
is
mana,
gonna be the
right?
state, right?
That is actually a very weird list he plays because he plays the Void Callers as well in that deck.
Yeah.
Usually you cut the Giants for the Void Callers.
Well, the Void Call. I mean, he has Jiraxis and Mal'Ganis, is that it?
I think he might not play Jiraxis. Is it possible?
Oh, that could be it. But then, what? I mean, what is the second card? Maybe one Void Caller, one
Yeah.
Void Caller, two
be.
Giants, no Jiraxis.
So this is probably just gonna be attack, coil into giant, I guess.
But then, why would you play Void Caller if you have one demon in your deck? That doesn't.
Well, maybe he plays
he
one
probably
Void
plays
Caller
Doom.
to get it
I
out.
think he plays Doomguard. I think.
We will see.
Yeah.
Very curious.
Yeah, a lot of times I see like really good pros playing decks, and I look at them like, how do they fit all these cards? This is
Yeah.
a 35 card deck because I can't fit all
Unless
this
you're
into a
Gara,
deck.
then you play 28 cards deck because
Yeah.
you don't play masters in your paladin.
Oh yeah,
So
Yeah.
Void Caller is pretty good here, I guess.
I get you're right. It is.
I guess.
Yeah. So you have the one demon in your hand from your deck, and the one Void Caller.
That's some good top deck.
Let's assume it's a 30 cards deck, okay?
Yeah, I think there might not be a Jiraxis in here. It might be there, but we'll see.
But I mean,
Just
really,
maybe play-
like literally one demon only.
No, the thing
I
is
don't
that you
think that's
cut.
possible.
The thing is that you cut the Mountain Giants for the Void Callers, but he has both, so he's missing something.
One Void Caller, one Mountain Giant. Just really throw you off. You have no idea what the hell you're
I mean,
playing
he might just play not enough AoEs, you know? He just might play like 2 AoEs, like 1 Hellfire, 1 Shadow Flame. Then you get 1 card there, right? And you might not play enough, like, you might just play like 1 Coil and no Dark Bombs or something like that, you know? They're like, in a handlock you
Would
can
you
build
play
it
only
really
2
different.
AoEs with how popular the mage, the mech mage
I
is?
wouldn't, but it's possible.
Yeah.
Like, there's the Mal'Ganis.
Hey man,
Yeah.
don't bust it. This is the sickest one demon, one Void Caller deck I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, the shield slam is pretty good there, execute there too, so...
No.
He got ways to deal with it, but he has no removal right now, so... It's gonna be tough. I mean, Sylvanas is kind of removal, but...
Hey,
There's the Dr. GG, BJ
turn
is out.
7.
Turn 7 as well.
It's a pretty good time
He's
to play
like,
him.
deal with that now. So there's no card.
I don't even like.
I don't even know, yeah.
There's no card in the game that answers this.
There is Light Bomb.
Yeah, in a warrior deck.
Yeah, in Warrior deck.
Is Light Bomb an answer? Because you take 8 damage. So it's 1 mana, 8 damage for your opponent, basically.
He can brawl and take 8 damage.
Yeah.
The thing is that... Oh,
8
wait, so, but
damage
then,
and
you
also
keep
a 7/7.
that. Can you keep Dr. Boom on board?
God.
Okay, God, that would be
This is so
sad.
Value.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you can play Light Bomb with, like, Clerics on board, so those might sink some damage.
This is not a good strategy. This is not good at all.
You can hit it twice with the Death Bite.
Oh yeah, that's great. So
Take
that's 21 damage.
That's
from
21
him.
damage.
But
Plus
then
the
the
boom
thing
bots.
goes off, and that's 8
That's
more plus
8
2
more.
more attack phases. So it's like,
A lot.
I mean, it's over 30 damage.
Yeah.
From this card.
Yeah. So that's why we call him Dr. GG.
Yeah.
You can see this like it's just a 7-drop.
He's so arrogant too. Look at him with his nose up in the air like that. God, I just hate Dr. Boom.
So
This
he will
meanie.
so he will attack the Sylvanas with one boombot and kill it. That's like the common play.
Or just
there.
do 3 damage to
Oh,
it.
that's- he-
4 damage. 4 damage. though.
50%.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he almost got it. So next try, come on.
Mm,
He's thinking about Argus maybe.
He should
Maybe-
do with some flair. He should actually Shadow Flame this Boombot. Attack phase Shadow.
Like you're so far ahead, might as well do some.
Might as well.
What?
Again.
8 damage.
Eight damage
Was
was-
8 damage. there.
But that's what you said.
Yeah,
That's
you
like-
asked for 8 damage. You asked for 8 damage, so it did 8 damage, you know?
Wait.
So it's 4.
I can't read it, but
It was-
Boombots say they do 4 damage. When
Yeah,
they
they do.
on the card.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
It
sure.
says that. I'm pretty sure. Kipo, Kappa, and stuff.
Okay, he missed the Sylvanas, but he did 8 damage phase with the
It's pretty good.
Which pretty decent, I would say.
with the
Alright.
spiderlings.
Let's do this brawl. Let's get this brawl over with.
So does Dr. Boom survive, or how does it work there?
Wouldn't that be funny?
So Amaz has to pull out his RNGs for this turn.
Do you play the Acolyte into the brawl? Is there any?
No, you don't need it.
Yeah, I think you need it. Yeah.
But this is good. Like the watch is going down as well. Broad is good here.
Like I mean, if you
You're not going to get a better brawl than this.
Yeah, you have, like-
want.
66% chance for a good outcome. You can kill with Vorax 2 of the minions. If Watcher survives, it doesn't attack. Only if Dr. Boom survives, like Dr. GG, you lost.
Yeah.
Let's see
the
it.
60% here is pretty good to take. And actually, yeah, it worked out well for him.
That's totally reasonable. Now these
Fiery
did he-
War-X just to kill it.
he-
He might play Acolyte.
He saw the owl, right? The thing is that you will probably want to play Death Spite next turn, so you just waste your weapon, sort of, and you don't get the Death
just play the
Spite
Acolyte.
draw. Yeah.
Yeah, Acolyte might be good.
By the way, 3 weapons in hand this game. 4 last game.
But
Again.
yeah, for last game, yeah.
How many weapons does he have? Do you think he has Gorehowl and?
He plays also Master because Gara didn't play it, so he stole it from Gara. So he plays Master as
I
well.
heard it's really good in this deck with
Yeah,
Deathspite. They go
yeah,
together
yeah.
very well.
You just play Master. You just play Master, and then you play Deathbite, and just play another Master, and you just clear the board right somehow. Yeah.
So sick.
I didn't even know GVG is out yet. So.
Yeah, so we see the Acolyte here. It makes sense.
So he has 2 giants. So the one giant, one Void Collar deck. Oh,
Oh! Doomguard.
2 demons. 2
Yeah,
demons.
Yeah, I kind of was expecting this too.
I think he has Jiraxis as well. He's a priest player, which means he hates Jiraxis more than any other card in the whole game.
And you can put in additional cards in your deck because there's no limit to
Yeah.
your deck list.
Yeah, man, after Gang Up was introduced, we can get a lot of cards in a deck.
Everybody getting in here, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
So do you taunt up the giant here? Probably not, right? I don't know if they see in the deck list if there is a Black Knight in anybody's deck list.
Raynad played a Black Knight.
Okay.
I have not seen any other Black Knights, I think so
I know
far.
Number Guy played because I was in his group, so I was scouting him.
Okay.
But that's why. That's all I knew.
It's like a very bad meta for Black Knight. That's why nobody's.
It's
playing
actually,
it.
I was talking to a bunch of the guys in the room, like Tude and Number Guy and stuff, and basically everyone that had the idea to try to heavily counter Druid decks lost right away.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird how that worked.
I mean, actually, no,
Did-
that's the thing,
wait, is
right?
that
Because
Colento or is that Tice?
everybody was kind of thinking about it, so nobody really had really druid-heavy strategy, right? So maybe that's why.
Oh,
Oh, this is pretty sad.
yeah, his hand sucks.
He needed some execute just from the draw, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
Nothing like that came. So
That is a lot of
how
damage.
much damage is this? This is 10, 12, 17. It's not quite enough.
You can play Lotep.
Just slow tap, yeah. Like, why not?
Lotep.
I think you can actually.
You
even,
saw the brawl. Of course, you played the Sludge Welch as
Yeah.
well. And,
I think you can just
Smash.
ignore the Emperor because turn after you just go
Yeah.
for lethal.
Yeah,
so
of
it's just
course.
like that he's gonna make his cards cheaper turn after that. Like you don't
course.
care about that.
whoa, whoa, whoa!
Ooh, I'm not really sure
Why
about
would
this
you play
play.
that? That
I'm not
doesn't-
sure
Because you
about
have to Lotep out. So
What?
you have to Lotep out. Like it's not like he can kill it. He saw the brawl. It's like guaranteed lethal next turn. What can he do? What can a warrior possibly do? You have no spells available. You can.
If he happened to have a Sync of Brawl.
For 10 mana.
That would be insane. I mean, he watched the
A
games.
bunch of people were playing 2 Brawls like a
No,
week and
no,
a half
but
ago.
he watched the games between me and Amaz, and it
Oh
went to
yeah,
fatigue.
that's right. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No.
Of course, he watched the games. He
Yeah.
knows the exact
You're
deck
right.
list.
You're right. That would have been better.
But he changed his mind. He's like, all right,
How about Armor Smith, Whirlwind?
with Lotep out.
Oh yeah, never mind.
We still have the 6 mana.
So no. So the play here is you tag the Belcher, you Death's Bite, hit the Giant, Death's Bite, Fire War X, concede, right? Something like that.
I think the straight concede is fine.
You can add our equip of Vorax as well in between that.
Okay.
Deathbite into Vorax into.
You definitely should show off how many Death Spites you have here.
You can double Wheelwatch with the Deathbite.
Yeah,
kinda
that's
cool.
what I like about it, right?
That's kind of cool.
And
That's
this
kinda
is
fun.
the last turn of Amaz's tournament,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean we kind of like said it before, right? So because as we came into this match, we just saw that Warrior is gonna do absolutely nothing for Amaz, right?
Yeah.
That class was actually working against him, so we kind of expected him that if he's going to lose this match, it's gonna be because of the Warrior, because Warrior had so many bad. Like he pretty much just needed Warrior to queue into Mage, right? But Mage was banned, so I don't know.
And there you see also the complexity of like the Congress format, because how it started, like Amaz played the zoo and he absolutely crushed the first game.
Yeah.
but it didn't matter because the zoo was out afterwards,
Yeah.
and then he had to like win with his warrior, and it was impossible.
So
Well.
Amaz ends this tournament.
That's right.
Here.
Tyson was on. That was it was a good series though.
I think they played both well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just
definitely.
that Amaz had like just unfortunate matchups. Like, what can you do?
Yeah, sometimes like
He
for
drew all
example,
weapons as well.
yeah, for example, like when I was playing 6-0, he just 3-0'd me because his lineup is so strong against mine.
Yeah.
And that just happens. But then against other matchup, like against other lineups, you might be strong. So for example, just right now, Amaz's lineup was just weak against Tyce's, and that's sometimes what gets you killed.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Let's go ahead and bring Tice over. As soon as he gets a microphone there, we'll give him a little talking to. And then we're going to get into the second half of today. Tice, congratulations, man. After dropping down to that loser bracket, like, you must feel pretty good to finish this off.
Yeah, it feels really good now. Really good.
Yeah, I was just like talking to Tice when our first match was both like 0-3, right? And then I was like, man, you can do it. I did it. You can do it as well. So I think pretty good performance like overall. How you seen the matches was pretty good. Everything.
What did you think when you played two Flame Imps?
Yeah, I expected from Amaz at least an aggressive demon lock and maybe a zoo, but I expected more an aggressive demon lock. But I still think Mage was the right band for me because my lineup is just weaker against Mage, and he had just had a really good start. I had the feeling at turn 4 it was
Yeah,
sometimes you
it was
like,
over.
It was double flame. It was too fast, but I didn't regret the ban.
Yeah, okay,
Makes
cool.
sense.
You guys have any questions for Tice on this series?
I mean, we've seen already some groups before. Do you have somebody to be in group in your top 16 groups, maybe? Or somebody you want to dodge, hopefully?
I want to dodge my teammates.
Okay.
Like Lothar is already in the top 16, and Radu and Life Coach are playing later today. It's just because we practiced a lot together, so it's just not fun if you know both of the decks really good. And I just hope to dodge my my own teammates.
Makes sense.
Cool. Congratulations, Tice. Let's go ahead and take a look at my screen real quick. We'll just go over who made it in the two groups, because some people might just be watching one stream. Of course, we had Ignite in first place, then Tice did end up beating Amaz. This isn't quite updated yet. And then in the other group that was on Stream B, we had Show and Firebat both make it through. Faramir and Kungin falling. Tice, what do you think about those results from Group F?
Yeah, I was more focused on my own group, so I didn't see much of the match. I know the first match from Show against Kunga was really close, and I think Faramir won first against Firebat, so he lost the second time against Firebat. That's a bit like it's a bit sad maybe, but like it was a really strong group, and Show and Firebat, they are both really good players. So.
Yeah, no doubt. What do you guys think about this group? Did you guys get to watch any of these games? Or?
I actually casted the Firebat versus Faramir, the final match. And like Firebat's lineup was actually pretty strong against Faramir, so I was quite surprised that Faramir beat him first time around. But then just Firebat straight up got his good matchups in the queue, and he just won from that. It was like quite easy.
Okay.
Mech Mage, like Mech Warper, swarm the board and stuff.
All right.
Yeah. I think also like that Show is like really performing really great in the recent time.
He just won the Xfinity, right?
He won
Yeah,
Xfinity.
he did.
Like he didn't win a tournament before that. Like
Yeah.
now he's like he was always streaming, always high legend player, but now he's like really showing that he can be one of the best tournament players as well.
Yeah, I'm
like
not
going
too
first in this group.
surprised.
Yeah, maybe just the meta fits him a lot.
Yeah, it could be. I think also it took him a while to get used to a card game because he was a StarCraft pro before,
Yep.
and he was like one of the very best non-Korean pros. So I'm not surprised to see him doing really well because we StarCraft guys are so smart. What do you guys think actually as far as the strength of this round of 16? Is there anyone that's standing out to you that you're like, oh damn, this guy is like really maybe favored to go all the way? I know there's two groups we haven't done yet, and you could name someone there if you like.
I think that Osaka, everyone really respects him, and I think he is really underestimated actually. Like he didn't really made it in the big tournaments yet, or it was just always really close. And like he can make a surprise maybe for some people. And Show is on a big streak, so and Yeah, also Savage is probably on a good streak. He won
Life
last
coach.
time. He won last time already. The last SeatStory. So
I think also Life Coach is now like rank 1 on Gus Gamers, so I wouldn't be
Oh, wow,
surprised if Life Coach does really well in this tournament.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he performed really well in everything lately, so wouldn't be surprised
Yeah.
at all.
Two of the players that are kind of underrated are like Ignite and Oskaka, as you said. Like they're also like on the same level as most of the pros, but they haven't won like a tournament yet, so it's a really big opportunity.
Yeah. What's the biggest surprise
for
for you
Alice
guys
as
that,
well, I
that
guess.
lost here? What's
Thanks.
the big surprise out of who's eliminated?
I think Strive
Strive
Pro
Pro.
maybe.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
This Gara guy, I think that's like a big
Chara
surprise.
also, yeah.
Yeah, and I kind of Farmir as well, but I mean, Farmir makes sense because their group was so hard, right? So
Yeah, that was a tough one as well.
Same
Well,
for
those were the
Gara.
3 tough groups, actually. So I guess that makes sense that the players named all come out of there.
0-3 Sen, maybe.
Yeah, also like when you look at the players who dropped out, there are also like really good players. All of them
Yeah,
could have
It's really
advanced.
stacked though. Just a world tournament.
certainly. Well, pretty awesome stuff. Thank you very much, you guys, for helping to cast that. I think we're just about ready to throw to Dennis here. Take. Or, oh wait, not quite yet. So, you know what? We'll talk a little bit longer.
Okay.
He's playing Phase Priest. He's busy.
Well,
Dennis.
So the next group, which of the groups will be on the main
Main
stream?
stage.
I actually don't know which of those 2 groups.
I think
I think group.
G is going to be main stage. That's going to be
Okay.
Nimsh, Tude, Raidu, and
Toide.
Toide.
Yeah,
Toide.
everybody wrecks his name.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
You can pronounce
The
the
Ood.
Druid player, right? He's Polish.
the
I'm
other
not
group,
Polish.
The other
Yeah, I
group
know,
is, by
but
the way,
Zany
really
Druid,
stacked.
man.
Zany Druid?
Yeah.
Zany
Sure.
Druid?
Zany Druid.
Zany Druid?
Yeah. I pronounce everything right.
Is he gonna
All
play
right,
Druid
okay.
or
Does
Does it mean
don't
like
we know
only
that
druid?
yet?
Does it
sure.
mean like only druid? So he has 4 druids in his lineup?
But then when you ban Druid, he loses. Ah.
Smart.
The other group is, by the way, also really stacked. Like,
Yeah.
not everyone knows a lot about Maverick because the Frenchy, they are a bit like nobody
inner
knows a
circle?
bit more. Not much about them, but he's a really good player. He also won like a really the open tournament with 500 people or something. Like a month ago in French, and yeah, Massan. I hope he's not too tired because he had a really long flight.
He had
30
like
hours.
30 hours to get here.
Yeah.
And, like, I think he just got here this morning. So I've been here for like 2 days. I'm finally feeling okay. And we come from the same city. So I'm telling you that I know he has to be very tired. So that could be tough on him. But I guess we'll see. We're going to start those groups pretty soon. But first, we're going to go ahead, throw it over to Take. So take it away.
All right, welcome, guys. We're right in front of Take TV Studios, and we've kind of suckered you guys. We've made you guys watch a bunch of Hearthstone, get you guys online to see this stream, but this is actually the real main event. It is going to be the fairest match you guys have seen so far. It is Reynad versus a Pinata.
That's it, and yeah.
What do you think his chances are?
Well, I mean, there's Savish and also Loda. I don't know if they are giving him a chance or not, but yeah, he's prepared. He can't see anything. I don't know. Should we guess how many hits he needs until he hits actually the pinata or not?
That's going to be such a wild one.
This is how we roll here. Very awkward.
Do you know what's inside that thing?
I've heard rumors just say there could be salt in it,
Okay.
but I don't know.
I mean, I couldn't even imagine something as good as that. So okay.
Let's
I hope
see.
you didn't spoil
So
quite
can we
it.
start? I don't know. Someone just say yes or what? Is there anyone? Yeah, well,
All right,
so someone needs to tell him.
Reynad.
You can start, man. In front of you.
All right, the match begins.
Yeah, give it a try. Yeah, almost there, almost there.
1, go!
Go, hit. Yeah, in front of you.
It's there.
No. A little bit on the left, a little bit
Yep.
on the left. Almost.
I think he needs to increase the frequency.
Oh,
Whoa!
Close.
He needs to increase the frequency of his swings, you know? Whoa! Oh, your prize!
It's still there.
Oh, it's way there. It's way there. You have plenty of work to do. He's doing better than I thought. I think that stick might swing this way. Maybe
move a little bit on the back.
safety first, guys.
Okay, it's a little bit on the left. A little bit on the left. Oh, you got it. Yeah.
Both hands. Both hands. Oh! You have lethal. Finish it. Finish it.
You have to finish it, man. Well, Grip.
Well, that was what you saw, I guess.
Well, it's kind of good, right?
Yeah, there was nothing more. No strategy behind it.
It was just pure strength, I think. Well, yeah, man, the winner's interview. What you
Winner's
say?
interview. You've been waiting for this a while.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Any words?
You know, I won a tournament a couple months ago, Crip.
Yeah, I know. You've been doing pretty well recently.
Yeah. I don't know, it was fun. I was imagining a giant Amaz head-shaped pinata, but was it a horse?
It was a horse, yeah.
That was harder than I thought it'd be. They just kind of walked me up to it, so I wasn't sure. Like,
this is what you've accomplished.
I think you want
He killed
to turn
the
that upside down. Oh. On your first hit, this thing came out. So if you want the first prize, that's it right there.
Yeah, there's a little bit of candy in it too, besides the salt.
nice, like Spanish-themed event. I don't know. I've had a lot of fun here. This is it's like best SeatStory for sure.
Thank you, man, for having you here. It was quite a lot of fun here so far.
Yep.
I think we keep rolling with more Hearthstone here at the SeatStory Cup 3.
We're not too far out from the second set of brackets for the night. We're going to conclude, and at the end of the day, we should see who's moving on to tomorrow's round of 16.
That's it. I think we got